Hello,
Hi,
how are you doing?
I'm great.
Oh,
You're good.
nice to see you tonight, to eat in this evening.
Yeah,
Sorry.
thanks.
Yeah, so as per the email I sent you, this meeting is generally going to be looking at the performance review, the previous projects that you've been working on with several departments and divisions here at ACMA. So the reason why I'm the one giving you feedback today, sorry, the review, is because your supervisor was not available and I was put in place to do so.
Yeah.
So generally what we're going to be looking at is we have a rating, we have outstanding, exceed expectations, meets expectations, improvement needed on each aspect that we're going to be reviewing together and giving you feedback as per what we have from what the project managers have been working with said in their reviews of your work. So starting without any further ado, if you allow, um, there is design quality. Design quality goes with the extent to which you have been able to use graphic designs and images with creative standards which are appropriate to the project and the ACME graphic design guidelines. So generally, from the feedback, you met the expectation as per every other person you worked with. Uh, for instance, there is where they say your work was exceptional and thoughtful.
Yeah.
So it's a very good thing. Keep it up, grow higher, and let's hope you'll be achieving greater standards in the future. Another thing is efficiency. It's the extent to which you work efficiently and complete work within schedule. So here it says improvement needed. Generally, every person you worked with, sorry, say that you had a complication meeting deadlines and you were not able to apply feedback in time. You costed them a lot of time and sometimes the project didn't meet deadlines. The third aspect, and as before I continue, if you don't agree with anything, please let me know, ask any question as I'm going through this. Another thing is communication. Also in communication need improvement. As per everyone, they say that your work as a designer is exceptional. However, the visuals are not the only requirements, and when it comes to applying feedback, communicating your delays, uh, and even working in time, you are not able to do that.
So, I don't agree with that
Okay.
because when it comes to communication, I know
Yes.
I'm the best because uh, I communicate every time effectively.
Yes.
When I have an issue, I try to communicate ahead of time, not even on time, ahead of time, because even if it's an emergency, I
Yeah.
try to call. So to that thing of communication, I communicate effectively and I don't need any improvement because I know the level I'm on and
Yes.
I'm proud of it.
Okay, I
Yeah.
understand. Thank you for your opinion on that. It is very thoughtful of you to consider that and understand that you were able to do that. But what I will say on that, please consider using uh, the feedback you receive. People might have it the wrong way, but prove them wrong in a professional way.
Yeah.
Let's say if these managers didn't think so, let's put that in the past, and as you work onwards, please consider being communicative.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah.
I will
So
try.
another aspect is technical readiness, the extent to which the employee, which is you are proficient in the use of essential graphic design tools. So generally from the review, you met the expectations. Every manager said specifically that you were able and exceptional in your work, which is very exemplary, and I thank you for that. Please keep growing in that. You are technically ready, and the adaptability and versatility. Also here, you scored exceed expectations. The reason why I say that you exceed expectations, there is an instance where Bashar, one of the project managers you worked with, say that you were able to adapt easily more than even your co-workers on the work you were assigned extra without being planned. So that's a very good thing. It helps the
Thank
team
you.
to move onwards. So keep that up also. Another thing is your ability to pay attention to detail and the extent to which you consistently deliver professional and error-free work, which follows required processes. So here, um, you didn't meet the expectation. You need improvement. So the people you worked with says that there are instances where you did not carefully check the content of the feedback you received, and the applied result is that there came complications in the end as the project were ending. So you need to work also on that and improve. And another thing is your responsibility and commitment. Here you met the expectations, as most of the managers say that you were able to commit fully on assigned work as well as react positively on additional duties, which is a very good thing to be committed to your work. And the attendance also, there was no reported delays or absences in your work, so it was very good, you met the expectations. And lastly, last but not least, the initiative. The way you took initiative in your work, you need improvement, because they say that starting from the feedback you received, the application of the feedback was very um, delayed in some instances, and it would have been better if you had worked on it and applied the feedback earlier and took the initiative of in correcting the errors before they are seen by the people who give you the feedback. So please work on that, improve on that, and as you go onwards. And lastly, the adherence to policy. You met the expectations as there were no reported cases of you not adhering to policy. So those are the aspects you have to review. And also taking leave, it doesn't apply in this case because you were not in charge of any team. So I didn't review on this one. But on the last part, you were able to, on the abilities you demonstrated, considering the review from last year, you were able to improve on technical readiness, considering the review you had last time, because you were able to use some softwares, and your work as a graphic designer was really good. And you're also adaptable and versatile in your work. Since the last review, you really improved, and also the attendance also improved. So there are some cases which were reported last year, but this time there is no attendance case any reported in the review of the people who worked with. Okay, so I would like to highlight several areas of improvement that you should really focus on after this review. Communication, as you said, you were able to use it, but it was not obvious. Please make sure that this time it's obvious. And another thing, pay attention to detail so as to avoid any major errors in your work. This is a serious case which can a lot of time, and the cost of this is very high. So please make sure you pay attention to details. And something I would recommend for you, please get familiar with some programs here which are used at ACME, and then always keep on working and growing as a professional. So you were excellent. You had very good review considering last time. What I would advise you is go higher. What you need to improve it better this time. And thank you for the time. I hope you will grow into a professional.
Thank you.